Welcome, travelers. Gather close. The fire's glow is warm, the night is long, and there's no rush to go anywhere. Please, get comfortable. Fill your mug and grab a plate with something warm. Let us sit back, for I have a tale that will take you far from this humble tavern. Greetings, fellow GMs. Today's video covers a quick encounter that you may use in your adventures. This was inspired by the challenge for Monster Week Dragon Edition. Thank you, Ginny D and Pointy Hat, for putting this together. Now, let's begin. For you GMs, this is a quick synopsis of what this will entail. The adventurers must discover the source of the corrupted and vile water, ultimately leading them to a water dragon and a hag. This quest can be used in either as a standalone mission, such as a one-shot, or as a part of your ongoing campaign. This uses the Night Hag, which is a CR5, and a young blue dragon, which is a CR9. We recommend scaling this up or down as appropriate for your group and adventure. The quest can begin after the characters come across a village or a small town. Noticing the outsiders, the people of the town will beg the adventurers for any water they may have. This creates some RP opportunities. How do the characters react? If the characters offer aid, the people will be extremely thankful and quickly share whatever water is provided. If the characters do not help, roll a D100. 50 and below, the town folks walk away muttering curses, and on a 51 to 100, they attempt to attack and steal the water. Handle this as appropriate for your group. Depending on the class of the characters, they may notice different things throughout the town. Such as looking around, they may notice that several of the buildings are boarded up. Some of the people are loading up carts and wagons with their belongings, or that the plants look withered and no livestock can be heard or seen. The people look tired, their hands are dry, and their lips are chapped. The characters will soon learn that the waters in the village are becoming sour and tainted. The nearby river is drying up, making it difficult to get fresh water or fish. This all started a few months ago, and it seems to emanate from the nearby forest. For an RP opportunities, if there is anybody with the Create Water spell or Purify Water spell, this can help alleviate the situation. Knowledge Nature is a good skill to help determine that the water contamination is unnatural. Will the characters hear the plight of the village and help them? The people promise to collect funds if the heroes can remedy the problem before they are forced to abandon their homes. There are basically two paths that can be taken. One is through the forest or by traveling up the river. Either outcome should basically lead them ultimately through the forest. Now, at the forest, what was once a vibrant forest now stands as a hushed and dying land. Towering oaks and pines, once green and proud, now twist toward the sky like dark, wretched claws. Many plants look withered, brown, and sickly. As the adventurers move deeper into the forest, have them perform a perception check. Those that pass a DC 12 will notice that there are little wooden effigy dolls scattered about. If they roll high enough and pass a DC 15, they may notice some small, vibrant blue flowers that appear to be healthy and untouched by the corruption. Those with knowledge arcana may be able to identify that these little figures are signs of a hag marking her territory. And those with knowledge medicine may be able to recognize the flowers as having healing properties to calm and clear the minds of those afflicted with insanity. A survival check will lead the group deeper into the forest, noticing that the corruption is becoming stronger. This then presents the opportunity for combat, as they will come across this corrupted woodland spirit, which looks like a black, blobby water drop sort of creature. We recommend using the large water elemental, which is a CR5, for this combat. Once defeated, the adventurers should be able to move forward. They will be able to come across a blue dragon that is chained near a lake that feeds the river. Black oily substance stains its azure scales and drip onto the ground and the water. A creature will cackle at the adventurers. "I see that you found my pet. Perhaps those of you that my dragon does not devour will become my servants." What do the characters do? This is where more RP opportunities will present itself. If the characters choose to try to have a dialogue or question the hag about the dragon, she will simply say, "My business is my own, but unfortunately for you, you are now my business." Knowledge Arcana with a DC 10 can identify that the collar of the dragon is magical in nature. If they happen to roll a bit higher and pass a DC 15, they may determine that the collar seems to be corrupting the dragon. Now, as a GM note, the collar is a magical item crafted by the hag, and it is corrupting the dragon and forcing him to obey the will of the hag. The effects of the collar can be temporarily suppressed, but we will talk about that a little bit later. After some RP, combat should ensue. Now, GM, this is a critical moment for the characters. Do they attempt to flee? Do they fight and defeat the hag? And do they kill the dragon? If they flee, they will not be able to save the village and would conclude their adventure in the area. If they kill the dragon, the forest will not heal and the lake will dry up. If they manage to defeat the hag and are able to save the dragon, then the land and the waters will begin to purify. To get this outcome, once again, the dragon needs to not die and the collar must be removed. Now, the characters can be creative in their methods in removing the collar, and we would encourage that. Now, some of the options that we just came up is it could be, whether using combat or afterwards, such as if they get lucky and somehow knock out the dragon, they can try to damage the collar, but they do risk injuring the dragon. They could maybe attempt an acrobatics and a sleight of hand check to get onto the dragon, and then attempt to unlock and undo and release the collar. Other methods could be that the healer of the group is able to make a medicine from the flowers that they discovered earlier in the forest, and that will temporarily suppress the effects of the collar. Likewise, if there's someone who can purify water, they can cast the spell to give temporary reprieve to the dragon. Once again, try to encourage creativity and see how your players will come up with solutions to this problem. If the dragon has regained control, they will not fight the characters during this moment of clarity, but will turn their attention and attack the hag if she is still up and fighting. Once freed, the dragon will thank the adventurers and slink back into the waters, leaving behind a mysterious orb emanating with a magical essence. Now, GMs, have fun with what this item can do. Now, we hope that you found this quest to be interesting and useful. We love to hear about some of your own dragon-related stories. That's it for today, and thank you for watching.